Check. Mic check. What's up, everybody? It's a Monday. My name is Nico Ramos. Welcome to the show, folks. It's a Call to Arms podcast. January the 29th. Giving you guys something different this week. We've been throwing you guys a couple of different looks every week, the first 3 weeks of the relaunch of the podcast. I've done a solo pod just talking about hoops. We've done a full-on interview, which is maybe something a little bit you're more used to here on the pod if you're a long-time listener. Shout out to Andre Robertson. He's coming back on the pod very, very soon. This week, we're going to do something very cool as well, trying to maximize the video feature here on Spotify, but also something that I talked about on the private Call to Arms Telegram group. So if you guys want to join that, the link is in the description. Yeah, lots of things happening in basketball before we get to our special segment, our special episode for today. First of all, 2 episodes ago, I talked about the hypothetical of Raider Mogat leaving UE to go to another UAP school. And I said in that episode I wasn't reporting it. Now it seems like he's at least thinking about doing that. I had nothing to do with that. I have no information whatsoever, so don't ask me. I'm recording this almost immediately after Devin Booker drops 62 and Luka Doncic drops 73. Just a few days after Embiid had 70 and Kat had 62 also. So I have this thinking feeling that 81-point record that Kobe Bryant has that's going to be beat this year. I think that's going to be beat this year. I don't think that it's even going to take that long. I also have a feeling that the 100-point mark by Wilt Chamberlain it's not crazy anymore. It's not obscene to think about. I just wanted to say that right off the bat. If you had to put money on it, though, who do you think would get to 81? I think Devin Booker's got it in him. But Luka and just how easy he got to 73 is making me start to maybe change my mind. I had Devin Booker just maybe for the last 2 years at the very, very top of my rankings of like who was going to beat Kobe. But with Luka and the 73 that I just watched him put on today against the Hawks, seems too easy. Seems like it's just a matter of time. All right, we're gonna get to our special segment. I promise you that. But before then, championship belts. Could give it to Luka because of 73, right? I mean, hey, 73 points. That's a crazy number of points. But the championship belt, the basketball championship belt this week is going to Kevin Kiambao. He has been putting on a show in Dubai, proving without a shadow of a doubt that he is the best Filipino on that very talented, strong group team. That he's, on any given day, the second best, third best player on that team, counting Dwight and Dre and Mackenzie and Andre Blatch. Yeah. He's amazing. He's a fantastic player. And would I be scared if I was LaSalle? Very, very. As a UAP fan, I don't want him to go anywhere. I want him to come back. As someone who just wants the best for the Kiambao family, you go do whatever you want, KQ. But if I'm a LaSallian right now, I'm yelling for him to come home. Just come home. Stop talking to people. Play the one more year you promised. Right. That's a championship belt. Budos this week. TV shows. I know I'm late to it. I know some of you guys are going to get mad at me, but I've been watching Reacher. I just got to season 2 of Reacher. I think I'm liking season 1 a little bit more than season 2, but I'm still very much enjoying it. And I know that season 3 is coming up very soon. So if you haven't caught on to Reacher yet, it's on Amazon Prime. It's on Prime Video. So go catch it. And if you're listening to this going, Reacher, that's old news, man. Sorry. I didn't think I'd like it this much. I watched it. I really like it. And something upcoming, Dev Patel just put out like just the ultimate flex because he's apparently created the story, wrote the screenplay, directed in, and is starring in the latest Jordan Peele project. So Jordan Peele is producing the brand new Dev Patel movie. It's called Monkey Man. The trailer is out, and it looks incredible. I'm so excited for it. So there you go. Go to catch it. All right, let's get to what the episode is all about. This is something fun I've really been meaning to do for the past how many years. This is an idea I've always had in my head. And, hey, no better time than right now to maybe give it a try. In the future, hopefully we'll get, some guests on to do this with me and get their thoughts on it as well. But for the very, very first one, I thought about doing it myself. Have you ever watched a movie or a TV show and just saw a basketball scene, and maybe as a basketball fan, and for those of you guys who are actual basketball players out there, just kind of just wondered if there was anybody on set who has ever seen any other basketball game before? I feel that a lot of times. So what we're going to start doing here on the podcast every so often is we're going to study film. We're going to watch film. But it's literally films, like basketball scenes in films or television. It should be fun. I asked people on our private Telegram group, the Call to Arms Telegram group. Again, if you guys want to join it, then click the link in the bio. Which should we do first? There were a couple of suggestions, but this one really, really gravitated towards me. We're watching film on the Call to Arms podcast. For the very, very first one, we are doing the iconic River Court one-on-one scene between Nathan and Lucas Scott from season 1 of One Tree Hill. Let's go. All right, here we go. One Tree Hill.
Okay, folks, here we go. 15 by ones, make it, take it, win by one, and you can feel.
All right, so the game is game to 15, one-on-one, winner's ball, make it, take it. Every basket is 1 point. Clear enough, right? Here's the interesting part before we get into this, right? I think by now, everybody knows. Like James Lafferty, the guy who plays Nathan Scott, he's him, right? He's more than just like an average basketball player. He can hoop. They just did like a 20th anniversary thing of One Tree Hill, and James Lafferty, he's still in shape. He's sinking mid-range jumpers. His form is great. Chad Michael Murray, not so much of a great player, and I think that's going to be what the theme of this whole clip is going to be about, right? Came out there in Tim's, airballed his first jumper. But the thing about this show is Chad Michael Murray was white hot, right? He was a teen star god at this point. And I think they trained him well enough to look like he had like a good jumper. And the Lucas Scott character, he's not as good as Nathan, but he's a shooter. But at the very start, the first season, you didn't know that. You thought Lucas was going to be much better. I haven't seen this, to be honest with you, I haven't seen this clip in years. But I will tell you this. The first time I saw it and the first time I watched One Tree Hill, I actually thought Chad Michael Murray could play basketball. Now, as we're about to hit play, I'm going to find out if my hoop radar was off or not. But let's go.
And feel the intensity in the air.
You ready for this? Why not? It's your life.
It's your life.
Yeah.
How many people are watching this?
It is.
Are 80 people going to show up for a one-on-one game? I mean, I guess so. Jab step. See, that's what had me. You see the form? It's not a terrible form. I thought all this time he was a good basketball player. So it's 1-0 Lucas. I love Mouth, by the way. Is that Mouth? Yeah, that's Mouth. Mouse or Mouth? He had one of those two names, but I loved it. Same shot, 2-zip, Lucas. Nate's getting pissed.
What happened to all night?
He put the ball on the floor one time, and he got picked. Let's go back. Let's go back to the crossover. I just got to see the crossover one more time.
What happened to all night?
What happened to all night? Oh, get that out of here.
Is that all you got, man?
All right. Notice the difference in the shots. If it's Lucas, It's just a lot of close-ups, a lot of talking, a lot of looking, just a lot of smoldering eyes. And then James Lafferty gets the ball. I mean, you see the bounce, right? He's got the handle. He's going between the legs. Crossover. 2 foot. All right, 2-foot dunk. That's a 9-foot rim, right? Oh, okay. He put the ball on the floor. I take it back, Chad Michael Murray. You might got some game in you. Left-hand finish. This court is extremely small. Layup. The soundtracks, though, One Tree Hill, I mean, raise a generation. Like, my music taste at this age was just, did it play on One Tree Hill or not? Back down. Oh, clear elbow. Oh, Peyton Sawyer. She's so concerned. I hated that guy. The best friend, the Nathan Scott best friend, I hated that guy. Oh, he was so good.
No foul.
Chad Michael Murray was so good, just like smoldering. He's just like, he's always sad. I think he was like our generation's original like soft boy. He was just like always just like sad, just like something bad happened to him. He's a victor, right? Everybody's, not understanding him. I could really hard relate to Lucas at this point in my life. Don't ask any questions, but as I was watching this, I felt like, I felt really connected to him. I look back on it now as a grown man, as a father, and I'm like, oh my God, bro. But anyway.
Basket counts.
Basket counts. All right, here we go.
You won't score again.
You won't score again.
Oh, the basket counts, and it's 14-12 game point for Nathan. He could win it all right here.
Thank you, Mouse. Or Mouth. I forgot what your name is.
For the win.
Nathan. Ooh, chase down. Blocked by James.
Crap, did you see that? Someday, men will write stories about that block. Children will be named after it. Argentinian women will weep for it.
The close-ups. The close-ups on just the most beautiful group of teenagers on TV at this time, right? I love this show. I love this show. In case you haven't noticed yet, right? I love this show. The basketball scene, it's a little suspect. It's not the worst. I really thought it would be worse on rewatch all these years later. It's not that bad.
Look at the basket, and he's down by 1.
All right, 14-13.
Down by 1, man. Don't choke now.
How is he not sweat? How is Lucas Scott in a gray baby tee? Just has 0 drops of sweat on him, like at all. How many t-shirts did they go through in order to finish this scene? Just to kind of like, all right, he's sweating, fresh shirt. These are the questions I have. That's his shot. Nate. Okay, Nathan Scott, like the defense is atrocious, man. You haven't played one good defensive possession on here. Hello, Payne Sawyer, again. All the space, hand down, man down. The guy's got one like real true move, which is about like a 12-foot jump shot that he jumps like 10 feet in the air for. But no effort by Nathan Scott. This is appalling. His father would be so disappointed.
Down by 1, man. Don't choke now.
Don't choke now.
Another dagger, and it's all tied up.
I think I'm gonna puke.
All right, so it's next basket wins.
No going back now. The next basket wins.
Why are they in full suits? I love it.
Never mentioned you, man.
Oh, now you decide to play defense, Nathan. Thank you so much.
For my mom.
This is for my mom. Between. Okay, hold on. Stop right here. No way this is him. No, again. I haven't seen this scene in years. Years, I tell you. This man has not dribbled more than one time this entire scene. Like, just like not even like standing out, like not even as a move, just like put the ball on the floor. There was just that one, right? Just that one move, a single dribble, and he drove to the basket. I don't think that was him. Now, I'm nervous to rewind it and zoom in because, like, I might be wrong. I don't mind being wrong. But this might just ruin my childhood. Let's go back. We're gonna zoom in. Let me figure out how to do this. Oh, I got 8 times zoom.
This is for my
Oh,
mom.
thank you, technology. This is for my mom. This is purposefully great. That's not him. That's not Chad Michael Murray. I need a forensic. I need forensic analysis. Who is this man? This is like the Bigfoot tape. I know for sure, 100%, that's not Chad Michael Murray. Between, spin move.
Luke for the win!
Watch the cut. Between, other side, spin. That's still not him.
Luke
That's
for the
him.
win!
Oh my god, the song.
Lucas Scott takes it 15-14, and there's Beckham and Delirium and
Rest in pieces? I haven't heard this song in decades. What are the people doing? This might just send me into a rabbit hole to rewatch all of One Tree Hill all over. There's Peyton. She started thinking about it. She's like, you know what? He's kind of cute. Oh, Lucas. Oh, he's such a soft boy. Oh,
So what'd you bet?
I win, Nathan stays on the team.
Why?
Because it's the last thing he wants.
is that his voice?
And anyway, it's not about him. Peyton.
That's not how I remember his voice sounding.
It's not about him.
Did they change it up on YouTube just so like it's a copyright
Hey.
thing? No, but like he sounds like James Lafferty. That's how he sounds like.
I'll be seeing you.
Oh my god, I didn't realize how annoying. There you go. I'll be seeing you. Lucas Scott wins the iconic one-on-one scene versus his brother Nathan Scott in the first season of One Tree Hill. 15-14 is the final score. I enjoyed that very much. If you guys have thoughts on that scene, please share them to me. And if you guys have other scenes that you guys want to suggest for us to do, by all means, please let me know. Thank you for watching Film with me. We might do a pilot program episode of One Tree Hill. If you're new to the podcast, pilot program is where we bring a bunch of people over and then we all rewatch and talk about season 1, episode 1 of our favorite TV shows. And I think that One Tree Hill has now skyrocketed up the list of pilot program suggested shows. I'm so excited to do it. Thank you so much for hanging out. Join the Telegram group. The link is in the bio. If you guys want to leave a voice message, the link is not in the bio, in the description as well of the episode if you're listening to this on Spotify. Congratulations, Lucas. I am so now disappointed because I watched that show, man, and let me tell you, I was like, Lucas is me. Lucas gets me. I watched like 4 minutes of it back again now all these years later, and I'm like, oh my god, I was so annoying because he was so annoying. I've learned a lot about myself today. Thanks a lot for listening and or watching the podcast. I hope you guys have a lot of fun. Enjoy the rest of your week. Be safe as always, and please follow us everywhere. It's at NIKKORMS, wherever it is. Like, follow, subscribe, share the podcast to your friends, your family. You guys have been wonderful. Thank you so much for hanging out. See you guys again soon. Bye-bye.